vodka soda?
Yeah.
Nah, nothing wrong with that.
How you doing?
Can't complain. Living the dream. Back on the road. I had a great run this weekend.
Where were you?
When you got a good run, you got to appreciate it.
What are we talking?
So, Dr. Steve, you ever heard of him?
He touches the comics' dicks.
He's the chlamydia doctor, basically.
Yeah.
So
I probably could have said that in a more dignified manner. Yeah.
Well, he heard me on Jim and Sam 10 years ago, or Opie and Jim, or whatever the fuck it was, and I kept fooling around and getting STDs and shit. So he would call in and be like, "Let me give you the antibiotics." So we became friends.
What a fucking crazy way to meet a doctor.
Great guy.
I heard you talking about your dick on the radio. We should link up.
We became fast friends. I owe this guy my life because he got me out of so many jams. He goes, "Hey, there's a comedy club in my hometown. They need a help. They need a hand. They need a boost. Will you come do it?" And I said, "I owe you a favor." It was in Bristol, Tennessee. It's called Blue Ridge Comedy Club. Great club. And I went and did 2 shows there. We sold them out. Killer. And I went out and got drunk with the staff. Left there. Drove to Knoxville. Did some theater there. The Bijou.
Oh, I've done it. It's amazing.
You were there.
I told you. I'm like, maybe going to take my next special there.
You know who did?
Who?
Dusty Slay.
It's a good theater.
Great theater, great
Yeah.
crowd.
It's, you know what it is? They're just like a great mix of people.
Yeah.
I loved performing there. That was a fun run. We did the tour bus for that run. It was like
Oh, nice.
all these cities that like Chattanooga, Birmingham, they were great crowds.
Great crowds, real people, salt of the earth. Got drunk with the staff.
Yeah.
I did a don't tell. That's where I bombed with my pedophilia stuff.
Yeah. I thought that's when you use your mouth in a glory hole and you aren't allowed to talk about it. I really flubbed that one. I had a good one there, and I really fucking fumbled at the goal line. What are you going to do?
Then we drove to Chattanooga, which I'm in love with.
Yeah, it's cute.
Cute, right?
City.
Nestled in the mountains, brick, cute,
It's like
pretty.
a girl with freckles and big tits.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a freckle. I'll take a couple freckle on the tit.
You like that?
Yeah, not too many.
As long as they're freckles.
You know, if you have enough
Think
freckles.
of David Tell. No one has freckles on their ass. Use a condom. Thanks, parrot.
The parrot. If you have too many freckles, you're black. Something to think about.
You want to see Winnie dance? Check this shit. She loves this shit.
Dance, Winnie, dance.
She goes crazy for these. Well, that's her dancing. That's
All
all
right.
you get.
Not much of a shuffle there.
She can't do much anymore at this age.
That was about it.
She's happy, though.
There we go. Very quiet today.
She's always quiet. She's a restful old bird.
Yeah.
Old Wingus.
Look at the tongue. The tongue doesn't even make it in the mouth.
That's hard to have a dog in New York. It really is.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see people. Sometimes you see a person with a dog that's like. You ever see one of those enormous dogs? And
Yes.
First of all, they live till like 6. So you're just like you just have a giant dead body in your home before you know it. Sorry to be morbid here. And secondly, like who the fuck has the room for a dog that size?
I know. I've seen. What do you call those giant ones? Big giant fuckers.
The Marmaduke one, the Great Dane?
Great Dane.
They're big.
Dane Cook. Yeah, Great Dane. And
Also, big poop.
big
Bigger
poop.
the dog, bigger the shit.
You got to walk that son of a bitch. Cat's the way to go. Or a paraplegic.
She saw me with her outside. I don't even have her on the leash. She's so slow.
Yeah.
Got that footage of Winnie strolling through the city.
Oh, there we go. Just cut it before the asshole dilates. Nobody needs to see that.
Maybe she's got to drop a deuce.
You better believe
Look at
it.
that. Oh, look at her go.
Look at that fucking camel
Wingus
toe.
runs this city.
Gee.
She fucking rules.
Woo!
So I asked Sam a question in the
Better watch
elevator.
out, some hawk might fly down and hang her there.
So I asked Sam a question in the elevator because he was holding Winnie up by the chest there. So her whole lower region was hanging down. And I was like, do female dogs have clits?
Well, that's not how it started. Matt starts playing her belly, and I go, yeah, rub that clit. And that's how it started.
That's how it started.
He was petting her a little low. It was strikingly low.
You gotta be careful.
And he had a devilish grin on his face. He seemed excited to do
And
it.
the glasses and the
He was
mustache.
having fun with it.
Yeah.
And I saw an erection form in his pants. And then I saw him start pleasuring himself. It was a terrible ride up to the studio.
It's a long ride.
It was bad.
A lot happened.
So anyway, do dogs have clits? I don't know.
Yeah, you're the Google master here.
Well, my cat's a boy, so I play with that dick and nobody gets hurt. He's got a red rocket every now and then. It's very jarring. You're watching Shogun. You're like, he's got an Asian fetish.
I gotta watch that show.
I don't know if you'd love it. It's kind of fallen off, if you ask me.
You know what I just saw that was really good on Broadway was Enemy of the People with Jeremy Strong.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Michael Imperioli, man. Killer.
What's he like? I mean, seeing him in the flesh has got to be cool.
Funny to hear him not doing an Italian accent.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, I think it's like a Norwegian play. It's like I think it was written in the late 1800s.
Wow.
So it's not like he can be like, Tony, I went to the store. He can't. I kind of was hoping he would, but no, he's kind of like a Trumpy character. He's like a politician. It's what that play is. I turned to my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, this is kind of like Jaws because there was like this bacteria in the bath and in the water. And it's bad for the town, and they have to do all this work. It would cost the city so much money. And they're like, we can't do it. This is like a big tourist season. I'm like, this is like the plot to Jaws.
Whoa,
I'm like, and then I was telling Ron, and he goes, you know what movie that's based on? I was like, what? He goes, Jaws. I was like, fuck.
Hey, good on you.
Hey.
Don't you want to turn to your lady and go, huh?
I called him.
Okay, good.
No, Jaws is so good. Oh, man, I got a wreck.
So
I got another wreck. That one's like...
Dogs have clits, by the way.
They
Internet
do?
confirmed it, yeah.
They have clits?
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Lucky her.
Hey, I pet a dog. Why can't I take it a step further? Am I right? Guy who doesn't understand animals.
That's a petting zoo. Heavy petting zoo.
So, yeah, I mean, it was really good, but it's in New York, and it is hard to get tickets. I got lucky, but I'll tell you this. Haven't watched Carrie since I was a little kid. I don't think I ever saw it start to finish. It's fucking great, man.
Great. Dark.
De Palma, man.
Oh, yeah. Wait, De Palma did that?
Yeah, it's Brian De Palma.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a Stephen King joint.
Well, yeah, it is, but...
Wow, De Palma. Good on you. The mom scares the shit out of me.
She's great. She's a great actress. Yeah, that was... Oh, man, it's a scary movie, man.
Sissy Spacek. Is it period blood?
Yeah.
Oh, been there.
It's pig blood, but...
Oh, it's pig blood.
But in the beginning, it's period blood.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Yeah, they kill a pig to put the pig blood on her. You couldn't just gotten fake blood. You had to go to the... It's a lot.
Yeah, PETA.
Young Travolta.
Yeah, that's right. Hot Travolta. Straight Travolta.
Getting sucked off by Nancy Allen in a car. They were such mean girls. All these girls were so mean.
I know.
That literally, she's like sucking his dick, like, will you do something for me? And you're expecting, like, you can get a lot for a blowjob in high school. Like,
sure.
A woman, she suck you off. You can get them to do whatever you want. Ruin this girl's life.
Right.
That's what she wants you to do in exchange for fellatio.
Well, when you're getting head, you're like, I'll kill her. I'll do anything. I'll pay your college debt, whatever it is.
So many good shots in that movie, man. Like, beautiful looking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a huge horror guy, but it's like, I love the ones that are like grounded in,
reality.
Yeah, and also there's a lot more. I know there's like the telekinesis thing, but like there's a lot there. It's really interesting.
Completely agree. To me, it's got to be a good movie. Same with a comedy. Like, you want the comedy to be decent.
Yeah.
Like Trading Places. You're like, this is a fun comedy, or Coming to America, or Something About Mary. Good movie.
Something About Mary, dude. Classic. All of them.
Speaking of Jaws, you know what Lion King is based on?
What?
Hamlet.
No shit.
Yeah, my dad pointed that out. I was like, "Shut up, Dad." But now, as
some kids over here that in the theater just start beating the shit out of you the next day.
Yeah,
that's for your dad understanding.
Yeah, but Dad dies, kid has to come up and become a man. Blah blah blah. Give it a goog. I think it's based on Hamlet. I might be talking out of my ass.
That's cool.
But yeah,
you saw Eddie Izzard's playing Hamlet in the Village.
No.
Yeah.
Good for him. I think he's Edie. I think he transitioned.
Yeah.
So is he still Eddie?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I misspoke.
Oh, based on Hamlet. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. It's funny because you think Hamlet, you're like, oh, I don't want to watch that shit. It's so boring. But you put it in a lion and a monkey and a warthog, I'm in.
You know what my favorite part of Hamlet was? Hold on, let me do this. Look
at that. I beat you to it?
Yep.
Well, I know you went right for it.
Oh, Wingus.
Well, everything's based on Romeo and Juliet. Not everything, but a lot of things.
So much. Oh, man. Which one is, like, remember that teen comedy, 10 Things I Hate About You? Isn't that like Taming of the Shrew?
That is.
It's one of them, or 12th Night or something. It's one of the...
No, it's 10 Things I Hate.
Yeah, that was great.
Taming the Shrew.
So they're doing a performance of Romeo and Juliet in London. And this Tom Holland is Romeo.
Oh, nice.
And this actress, Francesca, I'm not going to try it, Rivers, is Juliet.
Yeah.
And like everyone's like, up in arms, like, she cannot be Juliet. It's like, because she's black, apparently. Like, you can't have a black Juliet. Like,
well, they're originally Italian.
Which is pretty black.
Oh, I wasn't going that way. I'm just saying, like, it's actors. I don't know. I don't think he's Italian.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
And whose family's going to hate each other more than blacks and Italians?
That's why I thought it was perfect. I thought it was perfect.
Yeah. Well, that's what West Side Story was. It was whites and Puerto Ricans.
Yeah. Bronx Tale, blacks and Italians.
Was that Romeo?
No.
That was just racist.
Yeah. I want him on here. Can we get Chaz on here?
Oh, he would do it.
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah, it's always Colin Quinn.
Yeah.
They do all those videos.
What else? What else is Romeo and Juliet?
Oh.
There's
Probably
lot.
a whole list.
There's a whole list.
Yeah. Minus the suicide.
We went to see 12th Night when we were in school. It was like one of those like field trips. And the woman playing, I forgot which character she was playing, but she was like doing a dance and one of her massive tits just fell out of her shirt.
Pull it up.
And boy, if you... The whole school trip went from like, ugh, to yes! This field trip fucking rules.
Wow, I don't remember that.
Going to see Shakespeare and accidentally seeing a tit, like, that's the day just leveled up.
Yeah. Well, isn't it funny? A wardrobe malfunction on a woman is great. On a guy, it's horrifying.
We would have probably laughed if it was a guy.
True.
But with a woman, we were like, yes!
Yeah. Well, my whole childhood was my dad in a robe with no underwear.
His dick out.
All day long. Black socks, robe. And sometimes T-shirt. So he's like half dressed. But a lot
That was an old bit. You covered the wrong half.
Yes. A lot of ball bag swinging. Those were crazy pendulum he had.
You've heard of a grandfather clock. Have you heard of a dad cock? Awful.
These are all Shakespeare?
That's what it says.
That's pretty
What
cool.
else we have? Pull them up.
The movie I guess is Othello.
That's Othello. That's, yeah.
But I mean, it's, yeah.
Now, who gets the residuals?
She's the man? Is Shakespeare?
Yeah, I think that's 12th Night.
Oh.
Yeah,
Thought that was about Bruce Jenner. I couldn't get there.
What about... That was Amanda Bynes, dude.
Oh, she's a nut.
She was adorable back then.
She was, yeah. You got to feel great if you're Shakespeare. Look at all these, like that. Talk about holding up. His
10
art
Things I Hate
up.
About You.
Yeah.
What I don't know what that is. Which one that is?
Taming of the Shrew.
Oh, we already did that?
Yeah, what else?
Let's see.
Hamlet, West Side Story. What does that say?
West Side Story's fucking great.
So good.
Yeah.
The music is
I
great.
didn't see the new one. I heard the new one is amazing.
I didn't love it.
Really?
I didn't love it. Yeah, it felt a little too filtered, but the old one's like got some race jokes and some sex jokes and Officer Krupke. Krupp you. Your father wasn't my bad. That's why I spunk. I don't know. I can't
Those are
remember.
my favorite types of
great
Broadway
writing.
things where it's like the person can't really sing, but they're like, "Hey, what are you talking about?"
Yeah,
That's like their
right.
singing voice.
Exactly. But yeah, good movie, good time. I love that movie as a kid.
Which one?
West Side Story, the
Yeah.
60s one.
That was one they would show you in school on like a rainy day, and you'd be like, actually, oh, this is actually kind of good.
Yeah, there was fighting. There was, men, women. It was New York, that old New York. They were in Hell's Kitchen. Love that.
I'm trying to think of other ones. Like, you know what else they showed me in school that's fucking great? Amadeus.
Oh!
You're like going in cynical, like,
Yes.
it's going to be good. My teacher put this on, but then you're like, fuck, this is a pretty good one.
Damn good movie. Won Best Picture.
Did it?
Yeah, so Thomas Hulse. Great movie.
That's a great one.
Remember, he's chasing the woman around with the cleavage, and they're under the piano making out and stuff. Great movie.
That was your takeaway.
Well, as a kid, you're like...
It's a 2-hour masterpiece.
Well, you hear Mozart, and you're like, oh, classical music. But then you're like, oh, he's just like us.
Yeah.
He was eating chocolate and getting drunk. It was fun. I was like... And he's a genius.
It is
That was
hilarious.
cool.
I know what he means, though. I totally relate to it.
Well, you think this guy's going to be a square, but he was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was a psycho driven by his work. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. We all assume, oh, this guy's royalty, whatever. But fucking Prince Harry dressed as a Nazi for Halloween. Like, everybody was a kid once.
I love that's your sell that he's cool.
Well, he's got a sense of humor.
No, you want to be like edgy as a kid.
Yeah. Told you my favorite story.
What?
Best Halloween costume.
What?
As a kid.
Which?
Superman in a wheelchair.
That's fucking good.
That was a hit.
That's well, it shows off your wit.
Oh, I didn't do it. My friend did it.
Oh,
but,
that's a good one.
I remember being like, now that's a good guy right there. That's a fun
wish
dude.
I thought of that.
Yeah, I really did.
He's getting a lot of props.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he got high fives all day.
That's you as a kid, you're seeing a response to a joke.
Yes.
You're seeing other people praise a guy for making an offensive joke. He took a risk.
Good point.
That's like, you notice that, and then you see what Mark's comedy is. You're like, it's clearly like...
Yeah, interesting. Never forgot it.
Influential, right?
Very influential.
No, the kids growing up who take risks, like, it doesn't always pay off, but those are the ones that you're like, oh, shit. Especially when it works out. But even when it doesn't work, you're kind of like, I mean, he tried.
Yeah, I respect the attempt.
There were kids that were always fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Taking risks, and... Some of them were bad. I mean, sometimes a kid just says a slur. You're like, well, that wasn't funny, but
right.
But he's a bad kid. He took a risk.
Yeah, there was a kid in my high school who did the senior prank, and he wrote on the other school's football field, in manure, seniors are the shit.
Damn.
In manure. I mean, how many dollars was that? To get that many gallons of manure to write seniors are the shit. You could see it from the third floor window. Totally badass.
It's like if they did a sequel to Carrie instead of Pig's Blood. This time we're doing horse shit.
Next year, mule cum. That's a lot of mules.
Man, the third Carrie was weird. You just...
Beaver pubes? Do that.
Running out of ideas. Oh, fuck. Dude, it makes you think it could have been worse. Why is that so humiliating, Pig's Blood? Just because, like, they're laughing at her?
Well, I think it's a metaphor for... her having her period.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. But it's like...
And blood is so visceral and red.
I mean, look, it was brutal.
Sure.
And it just sucks. Like, man, kids are mean, man.
Mean.
Yeah. Also, they propped her up to be the homecoming queen when she really wasn't. That's already making fun of her.
Yeah,
of course. But that kid also... but he didn't know. The fucking blonde kid. He was just being nice.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while. But yeah, kids, high school got... I mean, it's like jail, you know? There's fist fights, there's mean girls, there's ruining reputations.
It's got to be worse now, too, with social media. Like,
Oh!
I mean, you already feel unpopular, but, like, now you have, like, fucking hard stats.
Yes, and video.
That's tough.
There was a girl in my high school, it's a little dark, but she hooked up with, a bunch of dudes at once, and, they ran a train or whatever, and then she was like, that was weird. All the guys got questioned. It was like a whole thing with the high school. And now, could you imagine that? That would be like a news story. That would make the papers. I mean, they kept it all in-house, but...
In-house?
It was a dark moment for this poor girl, and these guys were up against it and all that, and, like, there was no internet or anything. So it was just that happened, and you move on.
Do you remember Patrice's story?
No.
About that? Holy shit.
Maybe.
Go search O&A history. He tells a story. He tells it for the first time on Opie and Anthony, I don't know, 2008 or 9. He talks about how he was in high school, and it was a train situation, and he was involved. And then the girl comes to school the next day. Everyone had a decent time. Girl comes to school the next day. The word gets around. Some kid goes up to her like, look, I heard what you did. If you don't do me, I'm going to tell everybody. So now this is coercive sex. This is actual rape, right?
That's horrible.
So her brother, who was older, comes up to her and is like, what happened? And she says, instead of saying, oh, some guys ran a happy train on me, she has to say, I was raped.
Oh.
So he was brought up on fucking rape charges.
Oh, he was in the train?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then in the story, hope I don't blow it, he's like, that's when I knew my mother loved me and always looked out for me, because as soon as I told her what happened, she put me in the trunk of her car and drove me to Virginia to stay with my family, because she knew you don't have a chance in hell against a white girl in Boston being a black man and being up against a rape charge.
Wow.
Fucking crazy story.
What a story.
Yeah.
I hope she took him out of the trunk once they crossed state lines. That would be a long...
He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Trunk. This guy can't lay down in the back seat. The trunk feels a little egregious.
Yeah.
Get in the trunk.
Also, That's why you really don't slut shame, because now you're getting rape charges. That's fucked up. It's all fucked up. All of it's bad.
Yeah.
But running a train never seemed fun.
No.
I was never like, you know what I need more of here? More of my guy friends.
Right.
I was always happy to, for lack of a better word, take a cab on a girl. I don't know.
Yeah, I was more of a skateboard guy. But yeah, take a cab on a girl is funny.
No, I mean, run a train. It's like, what is it? I remember dudes did that.
Yeah,
It wasn't. I guess you were just so horny. That
yes.
Like, I mean, shit. This is on the table, but
yeah,
it sounds awful.
Even threesomes. Like I had a couple of devil's threesomes in college.
Yeah,
and that was weird. You know, you're just like look at your friend and high-fiving or whatever. The whole thing was gross. The gal was, I think that was her thing. She liked two guys. Still friends to this day.
Do you think your wife would ever let you do that?
No.
With
a guy or a girl?
No, I mean, I don't think you'd want to do it with a guy.
No,
That's
thanks.
just a guy fucking your wife.
Yeah.
It's a bad trade.
Maybe Brad Williams. I don't want to come off as the bigger. But no. I don't even know if a lady I would want to do. Obviously, you want to do a lady, but
yeah, but
it would just the dynamic
ruins it.
It ruins it completely.
It's almost like when we poorly book two guests, and you're just like, well, what about you? Well, how about this guy right here?
Yeah. What do you think, Justin Willman?
You work in the room.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta please everybody here.
Yeah.
So yeah, the threesome. I think it's great on paper. It's great in porn. Great in theory.
Yeah.
Great when you're single. Two gals, I think.
When you're young, now it's like work to get hard anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, you think I'm gonna waste a dick pill on another dude?
Yeah. What are you, Blue Chew man?
Oh, I've never done it, but I'm like, I know I'm getting there. I know it's trending that direction.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, we got the medicine. Well, you know me. I had a real problem where I took Propecia.
Yeah.
And somebody goes, hey, if you take Propecia, you can't get hard. And I went,
hair looks good, though.
Oh, thank you. Well, Propecia works. It hangs on to it. But they go, you're not going to get hard. I go, and right when he said that, I couldn't get hard.
Yeah.
But it was only because he said it. And then once I realized it was that, but it was 3 months or 4 months as a single guy being with hot chicks naked and going, Propecia, I can't get hard. And they were like, what are you, crazy? We fucked him a week ago. And I'm like, I can't do it. I'm in my head. And then I eventually got over it, but it took some real doing.
It's the point of having the hair.
I know.
Yeah.
But it was all mental. It shows how powerful the brain is.
So you're just working it. You're like, do this to me, and it's not working. You're like,
nothing was working.
It's like a mechanic, and you're like, the car's still not running, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I equate it to is like, when you can't sleep, and you're like, come on, sleep.
Yeah.
The more you think about sleeping, the more you can't sleep.
That's a good point.
Same with the boner. The more you think about it, the more it won't come.
Yeah.
Or get hard.
Do you still watch a lot of porn or no?
I cut back.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's good to cut back.
Good to cut back, especially when you're married. Then you're like with your naked wife, and you're like, "Hey, this is good."
Yeah, I'm present. I'm happy.
Yes.
But the fucking road, man. Anytime I go on the road,
forget about it.
Porn is so bad that I'm like proud of myself when I jerk off with my imagination.
Damn, I don't even know if I can do that anymore.
You couldn't do it?
I don't know.
I'm usually looking out a window and neighbors.
You got a playground. Right there.
I just found out he doesn't use lube. Is that absurd?
Never.
Do you? Is that?
I like half and half.
Do you use half and half?
Creamer if they got it.
A lot of full milk. He's at Starbucks. Where's the oat milk?
I'm like 50%, I would say. I mix it if it's there sometimes, but like I'm fine without it.
Yeah, in a hotel,
it's like a treat.
It's a treat. If it's
You
Christmas
use it every
morning.
time. Yeah, what am I gonna have ice cream for breakfast too? You gotta earn
Right.
some of this shit.
Yeah. You ever do it standing up?
Standing mass?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do squats too. Throw it in with a workout.
Weight in the other hand?
Oh yeah, I stand all the time. I feel like too fucking lazy if I'm laying down.
Oh, really?
Wait, where does the cum go? I'm sorry, guys. Where does the cum go?
Oh, shit into a hotel sink or something, you know?
Oh, you're in the bathroom.
Hey, it's their plumbing problem.
Right.
The La Quinta shuts down.
Sometimes it's fun to shoot it into the shower. Just let it hit the floor, and then you shower, and it gets it.
Yeah.
All hotel, obviously.
Adult science experiments.
Yeah.
I'm with you, dude. I'll do it too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely a hoteler. What I do is I run the shower, prop the phone up, get the lotion out on a special night, and then
you hit record.
and then I send it to my dad.
No, I'm with you, man. The hotel. How about the pubes? That where you do the hotel too?
The who?
Do you trim the pubes at the hotel?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes.
Leave a little extra for room service.
Yeah.
In case they dangled around the toilet rim.
Yeah, my hotel room is just those what do you call it? Not paper towels, washcloth, just strewn about. Because I use it and I just throw it across the room in a fit of.
You come in the washcloth?
Oh yeah. What do you do?
Kleenex usually.
Oh.
I feel bad doing the washcloth because someone's washing that.
I hope they're washing it.
Maybe they're not. You're the Best Western. You're like, oh my God, this is hard.
My face is bleeding.
An aged facial.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it exfoliates, I guess. But no, I'll jizz in the washcloth and throw that in the shower. And I make sure to dampen a little. Get the jizz out.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want the dry. Fuck. How about at home? What do you jerk off in?
Sock.
Sock?
Old sock.
You just have one sock?
Well, I go out in the hamper. Or a shirt. I'll take a shirt.
And then you wash it and you wear the sock again?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
What?
Matt, do you hear
My
this?
socks are completely...
The sock and then where's the sock?
Yeah,
I wash it.
Clearly, I hope he washes it.
I take a sock out of the hamper in a rage of passion, jizz, put the sock in
no
the
paper
hamper.
towels in your house?
No.
I mean,
That's very desperate.
He's technically environmentally friendly.
I'm green.
Yeah. Greta just got wet.
Speaking of, hold on, stand by.
What?
I got a pick for you.
Woo, of Greta?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Don't pull that up.
Yep.
We're gonna get flagged.
I think she's 20 something now.
Oh yeah, she's 22. I checked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, jeez, not a flat earther. Get the age on old GG.
You know.
Or GT. I think it's 22.
All right.
Why did they put her next to Scarlett Johansson?
I think it was a tit off.
That was Sydney
21.
Sweeney.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney?
She's the new tit lady.
I mean,
Tit for tat right
she
here.
has got like a Jessica Rabbit thing going.
Oh, completely. The face isn't amazing, but with that tit and face, it's pretty great.
She's got a pretty face.
That's very pretty. But I'm saying if she was not busty, I don't know if we'd know her.
Tits are cool.
There's a t-shirt. Tits are cool.
I'm a fan of tits.
I like tits too, and tits are making a comeback. I feel like the ass had the spotlight for a good 2 decades.
There were people that
21.
were like, I'm an ass man. That was like a big thing.
Oh yeah.
It'd be like, I'm an ass man. And it was like not weird, but like, and they were like proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But tits, I've always been a tit guy.
That's a classic.
I mean, asses are great. Don't get me wrong, but I think, are you tits first then ass?
Well, here's the thing with the ass, and this is a very sexual episode. We got Dr. Ruth
I'm sorry
coming
about this.
I don't know if she's still. That's an old reference. Is she alive, yeah. Dr. Ruth? Okay, good.
Wasn't she like a Holocaust survivor? Or something?
Oh my God! I was
Whoa.
just typing Dr. Ruth tits.
That's a different kind of training. Hold on. Now I got to know if Dr. Ruth's a Holocaust survivor. No wonder she's so horned up.
Oh, yeah, she's not bad here.
Jeez. Salakus is horny as fuck.
I would know your type. People who look like you. It's like looking in the mirror.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's Matt. All right. It's Holocaust?
Oh, hold on.
All right. My joke got stepped on, but
I'm sorry. What were you
that's a different kind of train. They ran on her. All right.
It was worth the wait.
Woo! She doesn't like fucking in the shower.
Holocaust survivor.
She's got a butt in the oven? Okay.
Shit, what is
Holocaust survivor.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fuck you, Mark.
Yeah.
Look at that. Good for her.
How old is she?
Yeah, she must have been.
95.
She's still alive?
Still alive, 95.
Holocaust was 1940, 41.
Could be 38 to...
Yeah, true.
Wait,
44.
When was she born?
She was born in 28. So she's a 10-year-old in the Holocaust or
Or she could have
13-year-old? Yeah. Or 10 to 14.
That's wild. We got to get her on here.
Yeah. I want to read her Holocaust diary. It's the good stuff in there.
Oh, yeah. I like to play in her attic and basement. But what the hell is that talking about? Oh, the ass. The beauty of the ass. I think the ass, I like tits and I like ass, but I think the ass is more important because the ass is indicative of the shape of the body. You can be fat, skinny, whatever, with big tits. Or you could, but I think the ass has the waist to butt curve. And I think that says a lot more about the entire hourglass figure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it works.
I think you can get more out of a woman by seeing her ass than you can
know what
with
I think
tits.
is most important, though, is the personality.
Yes, brains are good.
Brains are most important to me.
Yes.
And how much they give to charity.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I like feet.
yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I don't love feet. Adam Carolla had the best feet line. Somebody goes, "What do you like? You like a woman's feet?" I love women's feet. He goes, "I just look at feet as something that holds up the tits." I was like, "That's dead on." But yeah, don't love the feet. Oh, I don't care about feet. I'm not against feet.
Yeah, feet can be cool, but they're not like. It's weird that people are just into feet. It's a weird.
Those people have got it made because there's feet everywhere.
Yeah.
Just saying, like
You can't really tell the age of a foot.
Oh my God! So I'm watching Gerard Carmichael's new show, whatever that is. It's
HBO.
It's on HBO. It's called like the Gerard Carmichael reality show.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a documentary about his life. He fucking meets a guy on Grindr on the show, brings him to his apartment, and just starts sucking his feet straight away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's all on film.
Wow. Man, gay guys gotta be just what a great lifestyle.
I mean, you could do that with a chick if you were single.
Nah, I think there'd be some coaxing. There'd
Be like dinner.
There'd be dinner.
No
there'd be
girls ever hit you
conversation.
after the show. Let me come to your room.
Rarely. And even if they do, you gotta go, oh, you want to watch Netflix and chill? You have to do all these
You want to watch
lying.
Gerard on HBO?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, he's in his undies and everything. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
He has taken a turn since the Gerard Carmichael show on NBC.
Yeah, you went from multicam to this, huh?
Yeah.
Because I was watching this popped up on my TV as soon as it turned on this shot, and my 8-year-old was like, "Hey, yo!"
Hey, yo.
You got to put a filter on that kid's laptop. But
His 8-year-old's wearing the same outfit.
it's just Smurf underwear. The thing about the gays, though, is they don't do all the bullshitting. They just get right to it. No gay guy has ever said, "Where's this going?" You know where it's going. It's going to my ass.
Yeah.
Just saying. There's
fair.
a lot less
Games.
games.
When both people are just horned up.
Yeah, even when women are horned up, there's games.
Sure.
You know, and
Because
it just
they
gets
know that
exhausting.
there's a value of the vag.
Value of the veg.
I feel like Tom Cruise in Magnolia. No, but there's there is they know that if they put out too quickly that like maybe the guy's like, I don't want to. It's like you're giving away your hand.
I know, but what if they want to get laid?
Yeah, and also like,
That's what I don't.
girl I'm dating right now, I fucked her the night I met her,
Same.
and we're dating.
There you go.
So
So how about you pick up the personality?
yeah, so if you have a good personality, I'm in.
Yeah, that's all we asked for. I had a bit about it. I don't want to go into my old act, but it's like, hey, you didn't call after we had sex. And you're like, the best part about you was the sex. I hung out with you. You were boring.
Yeah.
And I know that's harsh, but you're like, you got to work on that part. You worked so hard on your looks. You went to the gym. You got your hair done. You got an outfit on. You got shoes on. You got cleavage. You got jewelry. Get a story. Get a knock-knock joke. Something.
Yeah. No, I hear that, dude. I mean,
If I don't want to hang out with you, that's not my fault. I know that's, heavy stuff.
no,
but
it was funny. You go on dates, and as a dude, sometimes you'd be out with someone, and you'd be like, this person's bringing nothing, and I'm
Nothing.
fucking crying, and then it turns into a thing where you're just like on, and,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, it wasn't a bad night, but it's because I had to it was like a hell gig.
yes,
I had
it was a
turn
hell
around,
gig.
Tough
crowd, and you had to bring it. And then they're like, you don't want to see me again? And I'm like, I can't go through that again. It was too much work.
I had a joke idea. I can't really make it work yet, but I had an idea about. I was out with a girl once, and she goes, I have a flip phone, and I only take pictures on disposable cameras because I just think it's like better if you have to wait for it, And I was like, wow, this is gonna be a bad night. I walked her to the door, and she goes, you gonna call me? I said, all right.
Then I'll send it with a carrier pigeon. I'll write it with a
Didn't
quill.
hit. I think there's something there.
I like that.
What were you saying, man?
I have breaking news.
Oh, jeez.
So I was looking up Gerard Carmichael's feet,
Yeah.
and I found a website called WikiFeet.
Uh-oh.
And you type in a celebrity, and you see if they have any feet photos online.
Oh,
Mark Normand.
God. Oh, man.
Wiki feet.
Oh, I'm all over
You
it.
could catch a salmon with that thing, right?
Oh,
was
yeah.
that?
I got talons.
Look at this.
That's me and Ari doing yoga.
Hilarious.
That's me at my wedding because my shoes hurt.
Crazy. People are
Oh,
fucking-
my
That's an
Lord.
old pic of you, Mark. That's a classic.
That's old. Yeah, a lot of these are really old. Jesus. Oh, look at
Hey,
that.
I took that pic.
That was in COVID.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no feet even on that one.
Wait a minute. Doop.
There they are.
Those.
You guys look nice.
Yeah, she was really killing it.
Man.
Oh, geez, look at those fucking skis.
He's drinking a beer. Love this guy.
Yeah, fully loaded.
That's crazy.
That is weird.
Look at the
Dare I
gap.
type in your name, Sam?
Yeah, put
There's
Sammy
no-
in there.
Hey.
Oh, I didn't even spell it right.
2 R's.
We got it. I did it right. Autocorrect it.
1
Nope,
L.
No results.
Boom. I don't think I've ever posted a picture of my feet, ever.
Let's do it today.
Today's the day. Let's see the hoof. Come on, whip it out. Here we go. This is some basketball feet, too, everybody. Watch out. Oh! I'm eating here. All right, now send $20 if you want to see the left foot.
Have you heard Dina's joke about that?
No.
About the guy asking her for feet pics, and he was offering her money, and she goes, well, you send the pic first. She goes, you're the creep in this transaction. I feel like you should have to pay first.
Yeah.
You know?
Feet guys have got it made. I've always said it.
Yeah, I guess it's easy. You could find it if that's what turns you on. But you know what's weird is I feel like boobs turn you on because they're covered up. all the time.
Oh, good point.
I feel like if you just lived in a strip club, you probably wouldn't be that turned on by
Good point.
TNA. But
Yeah.
who else do you look up?
Theo Vaughn.
Ah! That's the fucking gayest picture I've ever seen in my life. What is he doing?
Wiki feet.
Theo, what is this?
This answers the question: what if Brokeback were gayer?
Swampback Mountain. Look at this guy. He's on the water here. Holy hell. Oh, he's getting a gyno. There he is with Farley. All right, that's a sandal.
What
Crazy.
feet pics?
Oh, he's hiling. All right.
Throw on who else would be on there? Throw on Tim Dillon
Oh, God.
or Shane.
I don't know if Shane's ever taken a shoe off.
I don't think so. I'm a New Balance sneaker or whatever sneaker on the beach. I don't like sandals really.
I don't either. I'll do a slide. That's the only sandal I like, but I hate a flip-flop thong in the toe.
I can do actually a flip flop. I can do sandals, but I hate the one that goes in between the two toes.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not into that. Anything with the toe in between. No, thank
Yeah.
you.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Give me the slide all day.
How about the ones? Remember those old Adidas ones with all the porcupine things?
Yeah.
And they're like, it's like massaging your feet. I'm like, yeah, I don't think it is.
No, I had those because I was broke and that's all I
I
had.
still have them. I love them.
Oh, but you get used to it.
Yeah, you get used.
It takes a good 5 days of walking on those spikes, but you get used to
You
it.
get used to it.
Yeah. You know what? Socks and slides are in.
Is that so?
I don't know if they're in, but they used to be unacceptable. Like
No,
you're wearing
people get
socks
mad.
and sandals.
My dad would be like, "You're a geek." I'm like, "I'm getting fucking negged by my dad."
That was like a German thing, like socks and sandals.
All right,
What are
Dad, I'll
fucking
fuck you.
German? Yeah, but now I see kids wearing socks and slides all the time, and I'm like, what? That was a no-go when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You were going to pick up, Cools at the liquor store.
Cools.
But now I see kids at comedy shows with socks and slides on.
That's weird.
Not kids, but 25-year-olds.
I guess young people kind of dictate what is cool.
Young and black, I'd say.
Yeah.
They invent all the slang. The slang is so impressive, I find. Like some of the ones that really nail the feeling.
What's a new one?
What's a new one? Well, like some are stupid, like the Riz. I hate the Riz.
And that's short for charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's no cleverness there.
The Riz.
Yeah, but
There's one Ohio. I don't even know what it means.
Ohio?
Yeah.
Look it up.
Okay.
Ohio?
okay. I've never heard that one.
I don't know that.
Just means a fat loser. What the hell's Ohio?
It says, it means, are you good?
Are you Ohio?
Yeah.
What is that? I don't get it. Why?
I
is
don't
that?
get it.
Let's see.
Hey, we might be drunk is brought to you by Helix. Tired of tossing and turning all night? I know I am. With a Helix mattress, you'll be sleeping like a baby. These mattresses are top of the line with 20 different options to choose from. Whether you sleep on your back, side, stomach, you got to stay comfortable. Even kids and big and tall sleepers will find exactly what they need with Helix. If you want a little extra help picking the mattress for you, take the Helix Sleep Quiz and let their experts match you up. That's the beauty of the internet now. I took the quiz. Now I got a mattress on the way. I'm like Goldilocks. It's just right. Can't wait. I'm going to sleep like a baby. And you know me, I don't sleep well. So I'm excited. And the quiz is easy. It's simple. You got to do it. Since the best way to test out a mattress is to sleep on it in your own bed, Helix has a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty. Good Lord. Customer service just doesn't get any better than that. Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for the drunk listeners. Come on. Go to helix.com/drunk, D-U-R-N-K. That's helixsleep.com/DRUNK. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. What about Cap?
Oh, sorry, weird or creepy?
Oh, that makes more sense.
Weird or creepy?
Oh yeah, where's Cap come from?
Yeah,
I don't know where it comes from, but it means a fake. It's a lie.
Yeah, that's Cap.
Yeah.
No Cap.
Is Cap is maybe you're covering up that you're bald or something? Is that the lie?
Oh.
I don't understand what's
It's probably
Cap.
short form of the word. I'll look it up.
Yeah, okay. But like,
Wow, this is the most fucking sad thing.
old white guy pod.
Trying to decipher slang.
Yeah. Well, everyone's wondering, but we're all too scared to say that we don't know
Ooh, you're going to like this, Mark.
it. Okay.
As early as the 1900s, to cap meant to brag, exaggerate, or lie about something.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
1900. Isn't that funny that it comes back up?
Damn.
It all comes from rap. I think rappers say it in a song, and then people catch on. Like bling bling. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's New Orleans, by the way.
Bling bling.
Yeah, and that got into the vernacular. Like politicians were like, he got his bling stolen from the whatever, and you're like, hey, it made it all the way to the White House.
It is funny when they have to say it sincerely.
Yeah, bling,
Bling.
bling is good. She's
Your Honor, that's Cap.
Yeah, I did not touch that woman. That's Cap. Yeah, what's another good one? Extra. That guy's extra. That's good.
much?
Yeah, he's a lot.
Oh, he's extra.
He's extra.
I feel like, what's funny is back in the day was it like, black culture started saying like, oh, he's stupid, but that doesn't mean he's stupid. It mean like funny.
Right. Or she bad.
Yeah.
I mean, she's hot. What about spill the tea? That's a good one.
Spill the tea.
Yeah, like let's hear the tea.
The gossip.
The gossip.
Yeah.
Spill the tea.
Because like women get around in tea circles and start gossiping.
Spill
So
the tea.
tea really took off.
Yeah, some of those old ones from those old movies, like it's like another language. I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. What's touch grass?
I don't know.
It means like he needs to come back to reality.
Yes, that makes sense.
Get a grip.
Get a grip. Touch grass. That's a great one.
Get a grip.
That's kind of
I
philosophical.
mean, get a grip was one.
Get a grip.
Yeah.
That was my joke about the arthritis guy. I made an arthritis joke, and he goes, hey, I have arthritis. I said, get a grip. Kills.
Yeah.
I don't love the abbreviation one. If you know, you know. I mean, that's all text shit.
Yeah, it's all for if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know.
Yeah.
We felt left out.
I had to look it up.
All right. Well, welcome to Boomer Hour.
Yeah.
to be here.
We should have a fucking croquet right here and 2 walkers.
Cardigan, a pipe, and a newspaper.
And a little espresso.
Yeah. What do you think about the newspaper? Because you look at those old photos from the 40s. Everybody's reading the newspaper on the train. So phones aren't that crazy because it's just the newspaper of the day.
Problem is we don't know what you're looking at.
That's true.
I mean, think about newspapers. If like you're like, well, this guy might be taking a photo of me.
Yeah, true.
That's what phones can do. Email,
Porn. Yeah, twerking video. At least the newspaper was news.
Yeah.
You're reading an article.
Yeah.
All right, I take it all back. My mom used to read so many magazines that she would put them in a bag and then give them to another friend, and she would give her magazines, and then she would read those. Isn't that insane to think about?
Where do you see? I mean, magazines are falling off. Even at the airport
yeah.
now, there aren't as many as there used to be, which I kind of like the routine of grabbing one at the airport. That was like my flight thing.
It was nice. You could flip through it, killed some time.
You're the
See somebody.
dentist now. I mean, where else? Who still has magazines?
Yeah. And they're always the worst, Matt. You're like In Touch from 2008. I don't care about Pierce Brosnan at the beach.
It's always like I love those. That used to be conspiracy theories. Is like those kind of like Star Magazine.
Yes.
But like you only now with the internet, you're nonstop on them. You used to only see them as you were checking out of the grocery store.
The Inquirer.
But now, back in the day, Michelle Obama is she's heading to Splitsville with Barack. All her girlfriends already know, and you just be like, "Fuck, they broke it."
Yeah. And then there was the weird
That's
supernatural shit, like Bat Boy. This boy was born with bat wings.
Some kid just looking at you like, "Ah!"
Yeah. Yes,
My
that was
God.
it.
Yeah.
And then they kind of went both ways. It was like a celebrity drama, and there he is. I remember seeing that kid on covers.
What is that?
Weekly World News.
What happened to that kid?
3-state chase. Oh my God, that was at every checkout. Good times. Turns out it was just some autistic kid that had a weird photo taken.
Bad boy found. What is this kid?
I don't know. I think it's obviously doctored, but
Is it Cap?
I think
Even The Simpsons did a piece on it.
oh,
That's great.
The Simpsons called it.
Final Four.
Man, The Simpsons was good. Oh boy, The Simpsons was such a great show that
Still
really
on.
brought people together on Monday.
So fucking good.
Yeah,
Those oldies.
I know. You know what's funny? We talk about the things that we had the Ed Sullivan Show, the whole country watched, the Beatles played, and the toilets flushed at the same time. But now we have that with hey, look at Lizzo quit, or hey, look at
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin
I feel like
Clark.
everyone was into that.
Yeah, so we still have our
18 million viewers, and then at its peak it was at 24 million for that
Whoa,
game.
is that
pretty
right?
Crazy.
wow
It's a lot of people.
What was
watching.
it about that?
She's
that drew
just
people?
really good.
Yeah.
threes. I mean, she's sinking them,
She's just really good at basketball. I mean,
and it's helping women's ball for sure, bringing a light to it. But I only watch the highlights because you watch a full college women's game.
no, it's fun, dude. We're going to games.
All right,
We're
all
going,
right.
It's a good time.
There's a lot of missed layups.
Dude, the women's was more exciting than the men's this year. The men's was fucking boring, I thought.
What?
The NCAA.
Oh, the NCAA.
I love the NBA. Don't get me wrong.
I was about to say. Yeah, it's
So
weird
does
'cause
Wingus.
it feels like college ball for women is fun, and then professional for men is fun.
Well, Diana Taurasi was complaining about it. She was like, "You love us when we're really young and like what we could be, but then when we're at our absolute best in the WNBA, don't give a fuck."
It's like OnlyFans.
Yeah.
We like the college years. Somebody write that down.
Mark said something to me. It really didn't shake me, but I was like, oh,
no.
fuck. He was having a conversation with a A-list comic with a friend of his, and he said, man, this I don't know if this was your best special or whatever. And the guy took offense or whatever. I'm not going to give names.
Someone?
I don't remember. Keep
But
going.
then Mark and his friend said to the A-listers, like, well, you have 10 specials. One's not going to be the best one, and one's going to be the worst one, and there's going to be 8 in between.
Yeah.
And then Mark said, "Oh shit, this is going to be me one day. Someone's going to rank my shit. So like your last special might be your best special, who knows? Or your next one is your best one. But it's going to be a ranking of your specials one day.
One has to be the worst.
One has to be the worst one.
Yeah, but I also think,
No one wants to hear that.
yeah, I mean, like, thank God to be that lucky to put out that many fucking specials. I mean, that's pretty cool to have that kind of body of work. Like, you just hope that, it fluctuates a little and it's not like a steep drop.
Right. Yes,
I think that's the thing.
point.
It's like, if you're fourth and you're seventh are your best, that's cool. You don't want to be like you're first and you're second, and then 6, 7, 8, 9. You're like, oof.
Yeah.
You-
we did it gently.
I think,
Gently,
I think
okay,
what
I gave a bad version
I think
of
what happens is, to a lot of great comics, maybe they put one out that's not killer, and then they're like, I know that wasn't my best. It's going to light a fire under my,
Yes.
and I'm going to put out a really killer one.
I completely agree.
You burn out. We've talked about this. I think there's no way around it. You're going to burn out.
Yeah, and a lot of people peak, and then I don't want to say they get lazy, but they
Sometimes they get busy.
they get busy and they get
Get
foot off the
overworked.
gas.
Yeah.
But they're so hot that the agents put something out, so they put that out. So there's a lot of factors there.
Oh shit.
Well, I can say
Bleep it.
Okay.
But we were on his private jet after he filmed the special, and he was so excited about the special that he started passing a whiskey bottle around. So me, List, and not List, but we were hitting the
Leave it twice.
we were hitting the bottle.
Name four
Now
more
Liz is
times.
drinking in the story.
And we were like, man, we were quoting because we were so excited. We were blowing him like, that bit was amazing. That bit was amazing.
List was back on the sauce. He was so happy.
Yeah, he relapsed. And then it came up like, oh, that one wasn't as good. And, the booze was kicking. It was a long flight. And then he was like, what? We're like, well, it was good. It just wasn't what, and it was all fine.
Because that actually happened to me on a photo shoot where the photo editor said, do some classic Sally Hughes photography. And I was like, yeah, I will. And I told it to someone. They were like, that was an insult to you. And I was like, why? I was like, that photo editor was saying your best days are behind you.
No.
Do some of your best work.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an insult. I think that's like, this is your staple. This is kind of like your classic style. I don't think that's saying like you're not good anymore.
Yeah.
If he's saying this is your classic, then you have the gear to still access that, right? Yeah. I mean, like, you'll sometimes be like, that's a old school Sam joke. It doesn't mean like my new shit sucks. It's just like, you have a style that you kind of get known for.
Exactly.
And sometimes you grow. Sometimes you go into something better or worse. Who the fuck knows?
But when I say classic, I mean that's very indicative of your style.
Yeah.
Boom. That's a signature bit. That's a staple.
But I don't think. I think it's. I know which of mine aren't as strong and which are stronger. It's like I think we all know it. It's just maybe when someone else says it, it's kind of like especially a friend. You're like, wait, it's almost like being seen naked. You're like, wait, you saw that?
But even George Carlin, he put out 14 hours.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit and there's a lot of great, and some specials have half shit, half great. Some have 90% great, 10% shit. They fluctuate.
Yeah.
As any artist does.
Anyone who makes anything. Think about filmmakers. Think about novelists. I mean, it's like if you're putting out a large body of work, some of that shit's gonna suck.
Yeah, I mean, you go through Tarantino.
He's got a pretty solid list.
He's pretty solid, but you could say The Hateful Eight might not be a Jackie Brown, which might not be a Pulp Fic, which might not be a Hollywood. You can do this all day.
Yeah, you play with it. Yeah,
and it's all subjective too.
That's the thing. It's like some people might think your least favorite special is your best.
That's true.
And maybe you reach some people with that one that you don't love.
Right.
Like maybe like that got you a new fan who's now with you, So I think ultimately it's just good to be prolific, and the comic you're talking about is one of the most prolific ever.
Yeah.
And one of the best ever, obviously.
And apparently coming back.
Yeah.
So now I've really given away who it is.
Who cares? He's fun. He knows we love him.
Yeah. He's a killer. So there you go, folks. Cosby's coming back.
Still got it.
I think he is coming back, by the way. I think he's touring.
He's not.
I could give it a goog. I think he's got dates
Cosby's
up.
touring?
I believe so. As I always say, if you go to that show, you better bring a pillow and a butt plug.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be...
No events scheduled.
All right.
He does not have high ratings there, doesn't he? Oh, no, that's his About. I thought that was 5 stars for a sec with 2 in.
Legendary family funny man, Bill Cosby.
Legendary.
They haven't updated that one.
Oh, no. Woo, man. What is that, HTML? Yeah, I actually saw him in Jersey 14 years ago, and it wasn't great. I fell asleep. No pun intended, no
Funny,
joke.
back in the day, you would have been fucking crucified for saying this.
I know.
Now people are like, good.
Yeah, I know.
But
right.
I heard he was unbelievably good live.
Oh, excuse me. Upcoming dates.
He's overseas.
Germany, Stuttgart, Cologne, Hamburg, Berlin, Nuremberg.
Auschwitz and Dachau. All right. He's all over it.
Germany's really embraced him, it seems.
Wow. Interesting.
They have a weird art scene in Germany right now.
They really do.
Like Berlin's getting hit hard over Gaza stuff. A lot of people are losing grants. It's like a really fucking sticky
Really?
thing. There's a New York Times article about it right now. It's by Jeffrey something. I forgot his last name, but it's like it's interesting. But that's weird. He's like got a safe haven in Germany.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what's weird is I'm throwing a Hail Mary out there. But as comedy goes up in booming arenas, following all this shit, money, feels like journalism is going down. And they're having to be more salacious, more scandalous with the headlines and the hit pieces.
Yeah.
Or am I wrong there?
I don't know if you're wrong. I mean, I don't think it's comedy necessarily. I think it's that there's so many places to get news now. It used to be like, just this is the paper.
Yes.
Now it seems like everything's an op-ed. And with that, it's like less news. I mean, I think that's the rise of cable news. Is that like they merge it with entertainment, so that becomes hot for a minute, but then at a certain point you're playing with fire, because where the fuck do you go? You're feeding one base.
Yep.
That base is going to change over time, so then you have to change.
Yep.
It's not just the death of journalism. I think it's the death of, like, I don't want to say the word like fake news, but like alternative news. You know what I mean?
Alternative news is going away, you're saying?
I think it's like...
I would say that's going up. Because cable feels like it's diminishing a little.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, cable news.
Oh, okay.
No, I think like... I think being a journalist is really tough now, especially if you want to be a good one.
I know.
I mean, I think about, like, it's got to be worse and worse paying.
Yeah, well... Now you can have like an online Substack.
I was thinking people read less. Like, think about where people are spending their time. They're just like scrolling TikTok and shit. They're not like, that's time used to people be in front of like a paper or something.
Newsweek.
And now you're just like,
Yep. 100%. Or they'll listen to a podcast about the news.
But that's at least run by like some papers. Like the New York Times has a podcast channel, right? Like the, other newspapers have... Yeah, but yeah, no, you're right. I mean, they have to invest in other things, and if you're a journalist and you're bad on the mic, that could fucking hurt you.
Yeah, but is there a news that's just straight news, not like opinion, right, left?
For a minute, Al Jazeera was, but that they got rid of that in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, every
it was a bit slanted.
Every news company in America is slanted.
Yeah, that's weird. Just tell me what happened. Like, people have gone to local news because they're just like, this guy got
that's
robbed.
That's slanted too. I mean,
is it?
But it's just not talking about hard-hitting shit.
So the PBS NewsHour does this, and nobody watches it because it's too fucking boring.
Well, there you go. Is that right? Yeah. A guy getting shot at a bank is boring?
Well, they don't do that news. They do world news, but people are just like, this is just factual. I could get this from a blog post. I want to hear what you think of it.
A squirrel?
Tell me what to think of it.
Anytime I see weather still on TV, I'm like, man, your days must be numbered.
Oh,
because I'm still fuck. We just look at our phone. There's a person eating up airtime with this shit.
I know. Well, sometimes it's a smoke show of a lady in a tight dress.
That helps.
But yeah.
But also, you only really look at that. You only really want that stuff when it's a disaster, when it's a hurricane.
True. Remember the old days of the news, like. Some guy's over in fucking Darfur with a helmet on, and he's like, I'm out here, and there's wind blowing, and a fucking bomb goes over his head. You don't see that guy
People were doing that in Israel. And
are they? Okay.
There were.
Jesus.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
What are we doing here?
It's 27 degrees, but I'm not upset about it for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice the temp.
Yeah.
Good golly.
Jesus Christ.
That is a tight fit.
That is, as Mark said, an hourglass figure.
Yeah.
I mean, this one's not. This outfit's ridiculous.
That's a yoga thing. Oh, no, it's a dress. He liked it. Oh, my God. What a caboose. Oh, this is calendar. This is Hispanic. That's why. They can still get away with that. Now we got fucking Al Roker. Not exactly.
I'd like to see him throw one of those efforts.
Oh, now that would be comedy. That's Big Mama's house right there. Is he still alive?
Who? Yeah.
Roker?
Roker's alive.
I love Al Roker.
Do you?
I just think he's always smiling. He's a breath of fresh air. He's like the opposite of Al Sharpton.
I had a friend growing up, and she was throwing up on the street once. She was so drunk, and Al Roker walked by her with his wife, and he goes, well, that's just despicable.
Oh, no.
Imagine waking up hungover and being like, did Al Roker call me despicable?
It was probably Fat Al Roker, too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Son of a bitch.
Wow,
This dude shamed her.
I miss Fat Al Roker.
Yeah, well, you'd be missing him more if he stayed fat.
Yeah, you're probably right. That'd be funny if he
was big.
Did your friend puking, but did it like the weather. We got a forecast here. She's going to have no future and a hangover tomorrow. Oh, man.
You got any peeves?
I got peeves.
I got a peeve.
All right, hit me, because I got to look at mine.
So I'm texting my girlfriend the other day. I say, hey, are you coming home after work? And she goes, why? What do you mean, why? Why? Because I'm strangling prostitutes and I don't want to get caught. What do you mean, why? Because I want to know if I'm going to see you or not.
Wow, that's funny.
I hate the annoyed suspicion.
Yeah.
And I'm just asking a very simple question. Hey, when do I see you next?
Yeah, and it's a nice thing.
I know.
It would be weird if you were like, you're not going to be home, are you? And then she's like, why? That I get. But
I'm trying to get rid of a body, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's no good.
What do you got?
I'm with you. Now, this is something that you do, so I wrote it down instantly. Not the end of the world. You're not bad at it. Some people are worse, but how about this one? You get the text from a friend, yo, and you go, yeah, and then they tell you the thing.
Oh, they rope you in?
They rope you in.
Because they want, like, because they're going to, I get this because they're going to ask something annoying, and they want to make sure they have you on the line first.
I'm Al Roper.
Yeah, you Roper. Wasn't he a movie critic?
I was doing Al Roker.
I know. Richard Roper.
Oh.
There you go. But you can't rope me. Your text has got to be interesting off the jump. You can't rope me in.
Yeah.
So I don't like the rope.
So tell me in the future what the text should be.
You go, what are you doing tomorrow for lunch?
Why?
That's it. You can't go, yo, what are you doing tomorrow for lunch? Because now you got me on the hook.
I know you're
the
there.
Hook's a trick.
I know that you're there.
Hey, you just want an immediate, what are you doing for
Yes.
tomorrow?
Okay.
I'm with
Get
you
right
on
to
that.
it.
I'll only do the, what are you doing tonight if it's something great.
Okay, yeah.
I'm only going to put you on the line if it's something, because I hate that shit.
Yeah. So now what I do is you write, yo, and I just wait.
Oh.
I wait for the second one to come in. I'm not giving you the satisfaction of the rope.
I got my parents' tickets to the Broadway show.
Uh-huh.
I said, what are you doing Tuesday night?
Oh, that's nice.
So that's different.
Yeah.
Instead of but if what are you doing Tuesday night? I need someone to drive me to the airport. That's different.
Right.
You rope someone in, it's got to be good.
There you go.
That's my rule with that.
Yeah, because as a booker who always does bad shows, and he hits me up with like, hey, my man, and I'm like, I'm not answering that.
I get so many of those people who are like, what are you doing? And it's always like months out.
Always.
What are you doing September 15th?
Yeah.
Like, I don't fucking know. What do you mean, what am I doing?
I know. And how about this one? When are you in L.A. next? I don't fucking know. And when I know, I'm not going to tell your ass because that means I have to do your thing. The fact that you don't know is good for me. All right, I got one more, and then I'll let you go now, and then I'll go. I just did one.
All right, let me see
if you have one.
Let me see if I got another one. This bugged me today. I got a tea. I already had coffee. I'm like, I'll switch it up over tea. The allergies are getting me. So I get a tea. First off, it's $4, which is like pretty steep these days.
For a cup of water.
Yeah. And then the screen comes up, the tip screen. It's automatically on a $2 tip. I understand the option to give $2, but now I'm an asshole if I move from the 2 to the 1.
Totally.
So
One. I'm giving none.
I'll give
Fuck these people.
25% is a nice tip
For a tea?
for a tea. All you did was pour water on it.
Yeah.
But I gave the 2. I got guilted into the 2.
You have to give the 2. What can you do? Or else you're a pariah.
But I think that's a dick move to put it on.
It is.
It's like,
Very dick move. When I was banging, you go to a bar, you get a whiskey, you give $1. Everything was $1.
Yeah,
now
you got to pay. I mean, things change. You don't want to be one of those older people who's tipping what you tipped when you were young. I mean,
guess,
things
but
change.
I thought that was a decent. I feel like $1 was almost a lot. Like, oh, you gave me a beer, you open a beer, I give you $1, and I pay for the drink.
Yeah.
Now it's like I was with the wife, and I was like, well, what do you have? 4 drinks? She was like, well, you got to tip 20%. Each one of those drinks is $9. I'm like, I'm doing 20.
You know who never does this shit? Immigrants.
And that's why we hate them.
No, that's why we fucking love them.
Oh, I love the immigrants.
Because you never see them doing like 50% tip for opening a fucking jar.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. They do the job, and you pay for the job.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm down to throw a tip. I get it, the coffee, the barista thing. I'll throw a tip, but like the expectation of a 50% tip to me is annoying.
I agree. And now you're tipping at the airport, by the way.
Which
you go,
one?
you buy an airport at LaGuardia. You go to a Hudson News. You buy a bunch of shit, and there's a tip on there now.
Yeah.
At the airport.
You're talking about when you're swiping it yourself? You're scanning
No.
yourself?
When there's a lady.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, this used to not tip, and now I'm tipping you. Because
I used to have I had an old bit about how there was a tip at the coffee place.
There's your tip.
And it was a self-service pour. Oh. And I did it. I fucking gave in. I always give in.
How long till we're tipping on the airplane? You know, you get the lady with the cocktail, and you go, "Here's an extra $1 or $2 for the."
They deserve tips. Those are the people that deserve tips. Don't get them.
That's true.
That's a tough job. And what they're doing is actually very difficult, I think.
Well, you're going to cause terrorism if you keep hitting the tip. If you keep upping it everywhere, there's going to be another Al Jazeera.
She goes, "Where's the tip?" Ah, blows up a flame.
I forgot about the Dynamite Fest. I haven't seen that in a while. All right, this guy's annoying me a little on the peeve front. You're good. You ever have this guy? First, I had this one in the elevator. This is all elevator based. I'm in a hurry. I got my opener downstairs, and I go, "We're meeting down in the lobby at 6:30. And he goes, "Great." And this guy's punctual. He's always on time. So the elevator's...
Love that. Toast to the punctuality.
Agreed. Hear, hear. You're a rare breed. Yeah. So I had 6:28, so I go, "Great, I got some perfect time, elevator," and I get this guy. I'm on the 10th floor. I'm trying to get to the lobby. Boom! Stop at 6. Hey, what are you going to do? Some other guy gets on. Still 6:29. I'm going to make it. Holds the door. "Hey, Charlie! We're in here waiting for you." And I hear Charlie's in the hallway going, "Hold it, I'm coming." And I'm like, ugh. I was going to make my 6:30 right on the dot, and now it's going to be 6:31, 6:32. And then he's holding the door. He goes, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" Now he's trying to be chummy because he's holding the door. So I go, "I'm going to a show." And he goes, "Oh, what show?" I go, "I'm going to see a comedian." I don't want to tell him I'm a comedian. So he's like, "Oh, who's playing?" He goes, The little guy? And I go, "Brad Williams?" He goes, "Oh, that guy's fucking hilarious. I love Brad Williams."
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
God. I hate this guy.
He's a lot.
When he said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Avoiding small talk." Now hit the fucking close button.
I know. So I'm doing this. He's doing this shit. Charlie finally shows up. He's got 2 cases of beer, whatever. He's smoking a cigar. He's a fucking asshole. He gets on, and he goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm going to a comedy show." And he goes, "Don't ask. And it's not Brad Williams." He says that to his friends. I'm like, who the fuck are these knuckleheads? So we stop again at this other floor. Now we're on 3. So I'm way over time. I'm late. We get on. The new guy gets on, and he's taking a minute, and the door won't. You know how it just sometimes it doesn't close? So the guy, Charlie's friend, is just going and hitting the door close like 800 times. Door close, door close. I don't love the door close button guy. If you're going to hit it, hit it.
Guy's got an anger problem.
He's got a problem.
The guy's always like hitting it. And you're like, all right, it's not fucking working.
Yeah, so we waited on his ass and him and Charlie and their beer and the Brad Williams, but now the door's taking too long, so he's pissed. So I just hated this guy completely, and I got down there at 6:33, and I apologize
this person's a peeve, yeah.
He's a whole peeve, but it was quite an elevator ride.
I hate when you're right about to be on time and something happens.
Yes.
That's a peeve, too. Yeah, I'm
yes.
with you. I mean, when you're just like, you plan it perfectly and something goes wrong, like the train's down. I was late to like a memorial recently because the fucking train was down, and it's all the way on the Upper East Side. Like, I don't want to fucking, what am I going to cab it? It takes forever at rush hour. Anytime I have to do anything at rush hour, I've based my life around not having to do shit at rush hour.
100%.
Guys who are about to leave and deal with rush hour.
5:30.
But yeah, so whenever I get hit with it, I'm like, oh. And
people do that every day.
I know.
Twice a day.
Fuck.
That commute? You ever done the commute in rush hour? Oh, my God.
I got in a cab this week. Rush hour. The fucking meter started at $10.
I saw that.
$6.50 for whatever, and then $3.50 to start the cab, and $6.50 for surcharge.
That's how it is now. Just getting in the cab is $6.50 plus $3.50.
Plus, yeah.
I looked at a guy the other day, charged me $5. He pulled over. He fucking lowered the windows. Like
20% tip.
I hope you tipped. Yeah, you beat me to it. But yeah, the cabs are crazy. And then you go, this is why we take Uber. Because
but I can't do it. I'll stay with the cabs.
Yeah.
Fucking hate the Ubers too. They'll do it too. They'll get you too.
They'll get you. They'll surge you on the rainy days.
Surge you on a mass shooting. You're trying to get out. The fucking the surge. A lot of people are asking for us.
The driver's name Surge too. Oh, you fucker!
What are we? Period synced up over here? You're not even a comedian. I gotta step it up. What is this? The shit bag?
Yeah, that's a shit. She's got a fucking. Her name's Winnie, by the way. No, I got it. Yeah, she was supposed to go. You saw that walk before. Something was bucking out, but I want to be late for the pod, so. Old Wingus is holding a deuce.
I thought she was about to drop on Vince McMahon. quite a
Man, I watched WrestleMania, man. It was fun.
Oh, really?
My lady likes it. So I was like, fuck, it's fun, man.
She's a keeper. Any lady who likes WrestleMania is a
Oh, man, The
good
Rock
egg.
The Rock shows up.
What?
Undertaker, John Cena. It was pretty crazy.
Wow. Who's who?
It was pretty fun.
Welcome to
I respect these guys, man. They're fucking putting their body on the line. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. And The Rock went on against Biden.
Oh, no, he just didn't go for anyone.
Didn't go for anyone.
He, which is, I mean, you know, it's like, is anyone like, I'm not voting till The Rock comes out and endorses someone? Who did Stone Cold endorse, you know? It's like, you know.
Well, I will say his tequila is pretty damn good.
It's not bad.
It's pretty good. It's better than Clooney's.
You think so?
I think so.
What's it called again? Start with the T.
Casamigos.
No,
Oh,
but the-
Terramana.
Terramana, yeah. I think you love Clooney's, I thought.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I've read a whole article about how much it's got additives in it. And I talked to a tequila guy, and he was like, "It's shit." I'm not trying to besmirch. I'm not pulling a Rogan here, but I just think Rock's got a good tequila.
Yeah, I think, you know who's got a good whiskey? Us.
Woo! You got that
Bodega
right.
Cat Whiskey, bodegacatwhiskey.com, folks.
You hear that, Gaff, again? Get out of our turf.
Yeah, what's going on here?
I don't know, but it ain't a rye, I'll tell you that. Who made this horrific Photoshop? They should be strung up and chop their feet off.
Oh, the French.
The Orson Welles rules.
I was talking to Winston Churchill's wife. I was in Milan talking to Macron. I couldn't think of a international leader.
How is it? Any Rex or what?
Well, I've been enjoying Manhunt.
All right, maybe I'll check that out.
It's a great premise.
Apple's got so much shit now.
The premise, and I'm learning a lot about American history just by watching it.
I gotta watch it.
The Secretary of State and Johnson, it's basically like MAGA versus progressives, and it's a lot of similarities today. It's fun.
Everything repeats itself. It's amazing.
It really does. So yeah, Apple TV, Manhunt, John Wilkes Booth running away. They nailed it. He shoots him in the back of the head. You know the story.
Oh yeah.
Sic semper tyrannis, he yells, death to tyrants.
Yeah.
And then he jumps onto the stage, and he's an actor. So it's like
he
Brad
made
Pitt.
it.
Yeah, he made it. Now he's famous. So
Damn.
now he's hiking through Virginia trying to get away from the popo
Damn.
On a broken leg?
on a broken leg because he jumped off the balcony onto the stage, broke his leg.
Break a leg?
Oh,
There we go.
I never put that. You know where that comes from?
No.
You ready for this? You know when you're at a theater and there's a couple of mini curtains before the big curtain?
Yeah.
Those are called legs. When you break through that leg, there's money. That means you're going to get paid. So it's like break a leg, get through the leg, and get on that stage. You're getting paid. Give it a goog.
I love it.
I might have pulled that out of my ass.
If you made that up, I totally believed it.
Some grip told me that, and I bought it.
Some director told me that it means it's a stage phrase meaning may you break a leg with the number of bows you have to take. Now we're gonna find out who's right.
All right, here we go. Let's put some money on it, huh?
All right, what do you got?
I'm gonna go off this grip. Get a grip.
Do you have anything?
I'm going with Wilkes Booth.
Oh, we
No,
got
I'm
a
kidding.
three-way
I don't know.
three-way
I don't know
here.
what it is.
Some say the term originated Elizabethan times when instead of applause, the audience would bang their chairs on the ground, and if they liked it enough, the leg of the chair would break. I think this is a push. The most common theory refers to an
And
actor.
if they liked it enough, they beat you and raped you. That's how you know you gave a great show. And you would sometimes break a leg when they assaulted you.
There you go. Well, then I heard if you say have a good show, that's bad luck. Or something, say good luck.
Don't say good luck.
Don't
Good
say
luck
good
is
luck.
bad luck, they say.
So they say break a leg.
But also, I'm like, if someone says have a good set, I'm not a psycho.
Other implausible theories. The term break a leg may refer to a performer bowing or curtsying to the audience. And break a leg is a bow. When you have to bow, you bend your leg, maybe.
Oh, okay.
And break sounds cooler than bend a leg.
Yeah.
Everything in showbiz has to be violent. You don't,
You're killing, you're murdering, you're slaughtering.
crush.
Oh, and here's Mark's here.
Done.
The edge of the stage is just beyond the vantage point of the audience, forms a line, imaginary or actually marked, that can be referred to as the leg line.
Okay.
All right, we're both right and we're both wrong.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. I love a good origin. We're half in the bag. We got shows
cut
today.
that part.
Yeah.
Cut me asking.
Thanks, folks. Get some Bodega Cat. I'm all over the road. Who knows when this comes out, but I'll be in Minneapolis, Madison, Bloomington, Evansville, L.A., Coachella Valley, Victoria, B.C., Vancouver, Royal Oak, Michigan, Fort Wayne, Indiana, West Palm Beach, Fort Myers, Beantown, Boston, Munhall, PA, which I guess is Pittsburgh, Seattle, and Spokane. PunchUpLive.com/Mark Norman, also /Sam Morrill.
Yeah, punchup.live/ either of our names, both of our names, if you could, be great. We got, I just added the Brea Improv, June 7th through 9th, the Miami Improv, June 13th through 15th, June 22nd, Atlantic City with Chris DiStefano, and June 27th through 29th, Rochester, New York at Comedy at the Carlson. You can get my tickets at sammorrell.com or punchup.live/Sam Morrill. Get your Bodega Cat. We love you. Thanks for listening, guys.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Praise Allah.
Sundays